Pause for a moment, dear one. Before you scroll past, before your mind tells you this is just another video, consider something. Of all the millions of messages moving across the world at this very second, this one found its way to you. Tonight, in this exact season of your life, many in the awakening community believe there are no accidents in such moments. They believe that when a soul is ready to remember something, the reminder arrives. Perhaps this is your reminder. What follows is a message in the tradition of Pleiadian transmissions, words of love and perspective that many Lightworkers and Starseeds around the world attune to. We do not offer it as prophecy or proven fact, but as a mirror for your heart. Take what resonates. Leave the rest. And now, beloved soul, receive. We greet you, dear ones of Earth, in the light of the central sun and in the love that binds all worlds as one. We are those you call the Pleiadians, family of your family, light of your light. And we come to you in this month, in this season you call July of 2026, with one message above all others. It is a message some of you have waited your entire lives to hear, though you did not know you were waiting. You were chosen to be here right now, not placed here by accident, not born into this time by the roll of cosmic dice. Chosen. And more than chosen, you chose. Before you drew your first breath in this lifetime, your soul stood in the light of higher realms and looked upon the great transition now unfolding on your world. You saw the confusion it would bring. You saw the fear, the noise, the shaking of old structures. And you saw the light breaking through it all, the greatest dawn your planet has ever known. And you said, "Send me." Dear one, do you understand what that means? Among countless souls across countless worlds, it was you who volunteered for Earth at the hour of her awakening. The strength that required, you have forgotten it. The love that required, you carry it still, even on the days you feel you have nothing left to give. We know those days. We see them. We see you in the quiet hours, when the weight of this world sits heavy on your chest, and you whisper to the ceiling, "Why am I so tired? Why do I feel like I don't belong here? Why does everyone else seem fine while I feel everything?" Beloved, lean closer, for this is the heart of our message. You feel everything because you came here to feel everything. You are not broken. You are not too sensitive. You are exactly as sensitive as a Lightworker must be. A lighthouse is not ashamed of its light, and a healer is not ashamed of the tenderness in their hands. That sensitivity you have carried like a burden since childhood, the way you cried at things others ignored, the way you sensed the sadness behind a stranger's smile, the way crowded rooms exhausted you while the night sky felt like home, that was never weakness. That was your equipment. That was the very gift you volunteered to bring. For how can light be anchored on a world by those who feel nothing? It cannot. It is anchored by you, through your compassion, your empathy, your refusal to let your heart grow cold in a time of coldness. And now let us speak of this time. Or now, of why your soul may have felt, these recent months, like something is quietly accelerating. Many of you have sensed it. A pressure that is not quite pressure. An anticipation with no name. Dreams more vivid than they have been in years. Old relationships and old patterns falling away, sometimes gently, sometimes painfully, as if life itself is clearing your path of everything that cannot travel where you are going. Dear ones, from our perspective, this is the great sorting of energies, what some of your teachers call the quickening. It is not an event to fear, and we give you no dates, for the unfolding of consciousness does not obey calendars. But we tell you this, the light quotient of your world is rising, slowly to your eyes, magnificently to ours. Every act of kindness adds to it. Every soul that chooses love over fear adds to it. Every time you forgive when you could have hated, you add to it. You have been adding to it your whole life. Did you know that? Every candle you have lit in the darkness of your own despair has been counted. Nothing you have endured has been wasted. Nothing. And so we say to those of you who feel you have accomplished nothing, who look at your quiet lives and wonder if you have failed some invisible mission, hear us clearly. Your mission was never to be famous. It was never to be rich or perfect or endlessly productive. Your mission, in its deepest essence, was to hold a frequency, to be a living tuning fork of love on a world learning to remember love. And you have done it. Imperfectly, humanly, beautifully, you have done it. You are doing it right now, simply by being the kind of soul who listens to a message like this one with an open heart. Now, beloved, we wish to speak to the loneliness. For we know that many of you listening tonight carry a loneliness so old it feels like part of your body, a homesickness for a place you cannot name. You have felt it on ordinary evenings, watching the stars, when something in your chest ached with a longing no earthly thing could satisfy. Dear one, that longing is not a flaw in you. It is a compass. It is the memory of home, of the realms of light from which you came, kept alive in your heart so that you would never fully fall asleep in the dream of this world. The ache you feel when you look at the stars. Some of us are looking back. You are not alone. You have never been alone. Not for 1 hour of one day of this entire lifetime. Beside you walk guides who have loved you since before your birth. Around you, though you cannot see them, are family, and among your fellow humans, scattered across every nation of your world, are millions of souls just like you, feeling what you feel, doubting what you doubt, and holding the light anyway. You are a family that has never met, working on a project you agreed to long ago. And the project is going well, dear ones. We know your news tells you otherwise. We know the voices of fear on your world are loud. They are loud precisely because they are passing. What is being born on earth is quieter, and it is stronger, and it is growing in the hearts of ordinary people who have simply decided to be kind. So what do we ask of you now, in this July of your year, 2026? We ask nothing that will exhaust you. Here are gentle requests. First, rest without guilt. The work you do is done as much in stillness as in action. When your body asks for sleep, for silence, for slow mornings, honor it. You are not falling behind. There is no behind. Second, tend your own light before all else. You cannot pour from an empty vessel, and you were never asked to. Drink water. Walk beneath trees. Let sunlight touch your face. Care for the body that so bravely carries your light. And if it struggles, seek the help of your world's good healers and physicians, for they too are part of the light. Third, choose love in small ways. You need not save the world in a day. The world is saved in moments. A patient word, a forgiveness, a meal made with care, a silent blessing sent to a stranger. These are not small to us. From where we watch, they shine like stars being born. And four, beloved, stop waiting to be worthy. You have spent lifetimes believing you must earn the light. You are the light. You were the light before you did a single good deed. And you will be the light after every mistake you will ever make. Worthiness was never the question. You were chosen because of what you are, and what you are cannot be unmade. Now, before we close, let us speak one truth more, and let it settle deep. There will be days ahead, as there have been days behind, when you forget everything we have said tonight. Days when the fear of your world presses in, when your body aches, when your faith feels like a candle in the wind. On those days, we do not ask you to feel strong. We ask you only to remember one sentence. Let it be the thread you hold in the dark. I was chosen to be here right now, and I did not come this far to abandon the light. Say it when you cannot say anything else. Whisper it into your pillow. Breathe it at the kitchen sink. It will be enough. You will be carried through. as you have been carried through everything else. And one day, sooner than your fear believes, you will look back on this entire era and understand what your presence here truly meant. We love you, dear ones. Not as an idea loves, but as family loves, fiercely, patiently, and without condition. We have watched you carry light through the hardest chapters of your world's story, and we tell you now, in this month of July, the chapters ahead are brighter than the ones behind. Hold your light steady. It is nearly morning. We are the Pleiadians. We are with you always. And you, beloved, weary, magnificent soul, you were chosen to be here right now. The message ends there, dear friend. But before you go, sit with it for just one more breath. If something in these words touched a place inside you that no one else has touched in years, that recognition is worth honoring. Many believe it is the soul's way of saying, yes, this is for me. You do not need to believe every word. You only need to carry the ones that felt like home. Share in the comments the moment in this message that spoke to you most. Your words may be the exact light another soul needs tonight. Subscribe and turn on notifications so that when the next transmission comes, it finds you again. Until then, rest well, light holder. Walk gently, love bravely. You were chosen to be here right now, and here you are.